Amazing. Hello, everybody. Welcome. Hey, Penny. How are you? Winter Peg. No, Brittany. Really? You guys still have snow out there? What's going on? What about your poor tulips?
Welcome, everyone.
Blue Mountain. Hey,
Hey,
Laura.
Laura.
Oh, it's been a while. I don't know. It's been a while since I've chatted with Laura. Hey, Willie. Hola. There's Brian. Okay. There we go. We're just gonna let everybody in and get settled. Brian from Toronto. I'm just going to make sure we're live in the Facebook group because we always have a lot of advisors waiting for us there. And we are. I see everybody. Hello. Welcome. Good morning, Brenda. Good morning, Julia. All right. I just got to do my little tagging here. And then we're going to get this party started. And we're going to talk about Antigua, the beautiful island of Antigua and Barbuda. And we are so lucky we have two fabulous guest speakers today who are ready to spoil us as always. Great. Come on in. Lovely. Okay, so we're live in Facebook. We're live in the YouTube channel. We are live here in Zoom. We have amazing advisors checking in, and we're going to be all falling in love with the first flight, Antigua Barbuda. And we're going to be talking about romance. So I love that. So we have two special team members from the Antigua Barbuda team. We have Matara. Hello, Matara. How are you?
Hi. Hello, everyone. So happy to see you all today. Thanks for tuning in. Also, special thanks to Kelly, as always, for
Aw.
hosting us so graciously. And we'll be letting you know today, my colleague and I, Gavin, why Antigua is the perfect place to get to for your romantic summer experience. So,
Hi,
Actually,
everybody. I'll be joining in later on, but both Kelly and Matara will be getting started with the presentation. But thank you so much, and we appreciate the love.
it's always good seeing you too, Gavin. It's been a little while since I've seen you, so I'm excited to be here with you today. So thank
Mhm.
you both for tuning in and putting together this beautiful presentation. I can tell already by the first slide, I'm excited to see what is unraveled. Just a couple of polls notes really quick. Um, very the Antigua Barbuda team are giving away a prize if you've tuned in live. So you guys are here. If you're here with us in Zoom, you don't have to do a thing. You're registered. We just ask that you stay on to the end of the session, and you'll automatically be entered in to win. Matara, do you want to reveal the big prize? I'm drumming, by the way.
yes, so you have a chance if you stay for the entire presentation to win a $50 gift card with us today.
That's great. Thank you. And of course, our advisors on Facebook, you guys have already started. There's Tracy, LV, you guys know your stuff. Please put your email in the comment area. And that's only the Facebook agents, not the Zoom agents. And I see you guys are doing it already. Susan's obviously trained you guys well. She's on vacation this week. So I'm
Hmm.
Kelly with Scold Agent. If you don't know who I am, that's who I am. Hopefully, you know who I am. But if not, I am here to be the host for today. So, really, really quick questions. We want to answer all of your questions. So if you guys don't mind, if you could put your questions in the Q&A box in Zoom, you can put them there. It's at the bottom. Just find Q&A. You can type your questions there. And then in Facebook, you guys can type your questions in the comment area. And of course, welcome our YouTube agents joining in there. We've been getting more agents join from YouTube. So thank you for joining us. You guys can put your questions there and I'll keep an eye on it. And I just want to know really quick, has anybody here been participating in the new Antigua Barbuda Points for Actions campaign contest to win a FAM seat? So yeah, so let me know in the chat box or give me some hearts and thumbs up or prizes. I don't know. There's some new fun stuff. Okay, good. I'm so glad to hear. We're going to get started, but after we do Q&A, I'm going to talk a little bit about it and explain because there's a chance to win a FAM seat, of course, to Antigua, and also a great $200 gift card. So we'll talk about that a little bit later on. All right, I'm going to stop talking now because I just chat. I'm going to hand it over to Gavin and Matara. Let them share all the love that we have and share that Antigua Barbuda. Okay, so here we go. So bring me back for question and answer, okay? I'll see you later.
Thanks, Kelly. So let's get right into it. Love at first flight, elevating your summer romantic experience. So Antigua and Barbuda is located in the Eastern Caribbean. It's an accessible destination with direct flights with Air Canada and WestJet. We also have an added summer flight on Wednesdays with WestJet. It's a safe destination with only 100,000 in population, a combined square mileage of 170 square miles between Antigua and Barbuda. We also have adults-only resorts for those of you that wish to escape without the kiddos. Plenty to see and do, which we will get into later into our presentation. So now let's tell you the reasons why you should love Antigua and Barbuda. First off, we have our beaches. 365, one for every personality. But the beach is only just the beginning. We have lots more to see and much more to offer to you. For those wishing to get married in Antigua and Barbuda, we have no residency requirements. You can be off the plane or your cruise ship, and with a few short steps, you can simply say, I do. As I mentioned before, with our beaches, 365 for you to choose from. We also have beautiful natural and historical backdrops. These are great for your photo ops. Shown here in your slides, we have the beautiful Shirley Heights, lookout, and it's one of the must-see experiences in Antigua. Here in Shirley Heights, we offer sunset parties offered on a Thursday and a Sunday with live music, drinks, and great for couples to just sit back and watch the sunset. The view is absolutely breathtaking. The image on the left is our Pillars of Hercules. The views are like no other. And the Pillars of Hercules are limestone foundations, and they stand at 100 feet tall, and it's located in the English Harbor. So another reason here to visit our beautiful destination is our Antigua Carnival 2026. This happens every year, and it just gives you a chance to immerse yourself into our culture and get a feel of how we party as Antiguans and Barbudans. So come and see why Antigua's Carnival is the greatest summer festival. It runs for like a week. This year it will be from July 29th to August 4th. There are beautiful costumes for mass, soca music. There's pageantry, fetes, calypso, steel pan, and other types of competitions. We have now added a summer flight with WestJet, so it makes it easier for you to come and experience Antigua's Carnival. We also have some great spots for dining out. Share Rocks, which is a part of the Rocks Group. And they have other restaurants to include Catherine's and the Rukuni. There's also the Naboo. This is located in Barbuda and it's the only one in the Eastern Caribbean. The Naboo also is currently developing some residences and a boutique hotel. There is also the Hut that's located also on an offshore island. And here we just have some examples of some special offerings from these restaurants, such as Rukuni and Sherox. And it's just a good option if you want to experience date nights with your partners. We will now move into some tours and attractions that are offered in destination. So whether you just want to relax or do something outdoorsy, we have something for everyone. Here's the Antigua Rainforest Zip Line. This is located in the Fig Tree Drive area on the south side of the island. And you can just experience zip lining through our rainforest. There is also Nicole's Table. So if you want to experience authentic cuisines and try and do it yourself with the chef, Nicole, that's something you could do as well with your partner. And Calvin Air Helicopters, whether you want to do an excursion to one of the offshore islands or Montserrat, Barbuda, Calvin Air is an option for you. This was just a synopsis, as there are so many other experiences that we offer. There's also sailing charters. If you want to do a sunset cruise tour, that's a very popular option as well. And Excellence, Barbuda by the Sea, just to experience our beautiful Twin Island destination. That's also an option. And going into Barbuda a bit more, there's our Frigate Bird Sanctuary. It's the largest in the Western Hemisphere. This bird is also a national bird of Antigua and Barbuda. And Barbuda is just a must-see when visiting Antigua. It's the smaller of the two islands, more laid back, more relaxed. So if you just want to experience that for a more laid back vacation, they have smaller type accommodations here, which Gavin will get into later into the presentation. And then pictured here is Uncle Roddy's restaurant. And next door to Uncle Roddy's as well is one of the accommodation types in Barbuda, the Barbuda cottages. And pictured here is our beautiful pink sand beach called Cedar Tree Point. And now Gavin is now gonna take you into accommodations and some best options to stay when visiting the destination.
All right, everybody, I'm back. Thank you so much for the updates, Matara. So as she mentioned, I'll be talking about some of the options for accommodations that we have here in Antigua and in Barbuda. You may recognize this photo. This is actually of one of the Royaltons with their overwater bungalows. In fact, both the properties do have it. The Royalton Chic, which I'll talk about later on, and then also the Royalton Antigua, which is all ages, but keep in mind with the overwater bungalows, they are adults only. So let's move over to the first hotel. So next slide, you're going to see is the Hawksbill Resort Antigua. And with this property, it's a classic resort for all ages over age 12. Recently renovated, they offer standard rooms with oceanfront bungalows additionally. And what's unique about this property too is that they have 4 beaches. And it offers Antigua's only au naturel beach. Other extras for couples that they can choose when they get there is the Healing Hands Wellness Spa, which is on site. There's also private dinners which can be offered, and with that, included with the guest stay, Hawksbill offers free 1 hour yoga sessions every Wednesday at 10 a.m. They also do have complimentary non-motorized water sports as well as free snorkeling that they can use within this bay. Moving on to the next hotel, which is Coco's, and really is an idyllic retreat, ideal for couples or newlyweds and any type of laid-back traveler which who wants to focus on health and wellness. And it does feature hillside cottages, very intimate with private plunge pools and stunning views. And what I love about this property is that there's no TVs, so really your view is of the beautiful bay. So there really is no distractions out there. What they also have is the spa known as Serenity Cottage Spa, and they do offer treatment rooms for relaxation. Other than that, for something extra, so maybe your clients are looking for something to purchase, they can purchase private beach dinners in their beautifully decorated cabana. You can do it at sunset, which has an amazing menu, and they even offer dedicated butler service. As well, if you're into yoga, Coco's Hotel does have an acclaimed yoga instructor who does offer energetic Ashtanga classes. And then over to the next hotel, which is Coco Bay. And some consider this as Antigua's most romantic resort. A lot of people do choose it for engagements, weddings, or any type of romantic celebrations. In total, they have 65 private Caribbean cottages with sea views. They're known to have attentive customer service and really does offer those memorable experiences for couples getaways and anniversaries. Here are some examples on the next slide, what they do have. So Coco Bay is also home to the Sheer Rocks restaurant that Matara had mentioned earlier. However, this is not part of the all-inclusive plan. So maybe if your couples want to do an add-on, they have what are known as their romance and wellness combos. And with those combos, what people love about it, maybe you can get like breakfast or even just poolside dining. They can serve it to you on the tray that floats over to you. Take advantage of what's in the spa within the wellness combo. And this can be done directly with the hotel. So maybe after you make your reservations, just contact Coco Bay directly through their email address, and they'll be able to help you through guest services. Moving over to the Escape at Non-Such Bay, and truly is an escape. So it's a modern adults-only all-inclusive resort, which is ideal for couples, and they do offer 40 plunge pool suites, all with king-size beds and ensuite bathrooms. Each suite includes a wet bar, you have a seating area, an outdoor soaking tub, as well as there's day beds that overlook the plunge pool. Some special offers that people can look at. Of course, you got your spa treatments, those floating breakfasts that you see like on Instagram, they have it there. And they even have nature walks that you can partake in and yoga sessions for the guests. On the next slide, I'm going to show you a video here. And this is something unique that is offered here at the Escape Non-Such Bay. So let's play the video first. And let me tell you, so this video, what I love about it is what they skip and non-such bay, they have packages that guests can purchase. And if you're familiar with Antigua and with some of the excursions, what they do have is a package where guests can purchase an excursion, which does include a private picnic to Green Island. And this is a remote offshore island where the hotel chefs, they pack a picnic basket and then couples can have their own day adventure in peace. So it's something really special that is quite popular and can be arranged directly with the hotel. Next, we're going to move over to Kiona Beach. And with this property, again, think small, boutique, very charming. And What guests love about it, you have 40 bungalows, and they have daytime activities such as kayaking, yoga, spa treatments, and of course, relaxing on the private beach beds. Their evening entertainment includes live music with acoustic bands, they have DJs, and with their on-site amenities and services, they have complimentary yoga sessions 3 times a week. They also have private sessions available should the guests want to purchase that. They can also purchase spa treatments within their wellness cottage. They can do couples massages, beauty therapies, non-motorized water sports are included. Or maybe purchase romantic dinners. You can get personalized menus. You can get, again, those floating canapes delivered in the plunge pool so you can relax during the day and snack. And then, of course, the live music. So that's what I love about Keone is that they have something for everybody, but you get that unique experience that you'll have here, which is very romantic. And then over to Curtain Bluff. I know a lot of Canadians love this property, and it is known for offering exceptional value in the Caribbean. A lot of all-inclusive activities. Keep in mind, though, specifically with this property, it is part of the Relais and Chateau portfolio. This one, though, is all ages, so families can come in, but with what they have to offer is perfect for couples and even those wanting to bring their kids. What they do have, I guess, they are known to enjoy tennis, snorkeling at Cades Reef, sailing with the hobby cats, and of course, the wellness classes. A lot of people do love having to do dining in their wine cellar. They have an experienced sommelier, which can host guests during their dinner. Or you can even do packages for massages, there's private tennis lessons. And if your clients are active, tennis, there's pickleball courts. You have water skiing here at Curtain Bluff, fitness classes, as well as aerobics, water aerobics, yoga, and Pilates. And speaking of wellness, over here on the slide, you're going to see the wellness retreat. And you can actually purchase this 4-day wellness retreat package at Curtain Bluff. Definitely is, I think a lot of us can use this. You know how stressful things are. I think this is something I'd recommend to anybody. And then for couples, maybe recommend starting their vacation right. What they have are private transfers, which you can purchase from the airport to Curtain Bluff. You get that exclusive Bentley airport transfers. The rate is $300 round trip for maximum 2 people. Think about that, driving in a Bentley coming from the airport into Curtain Bluff. I think that's a great way to start and end your vacation in Antigua. Let's move over to Galley Bay. I know a lot of you are familiar with this property, which is part of the Elite Island Resorts. And this hotel has 98 spaciously, beautifully appointed accommodations. And they have direct beachfront access, or you get lagoon views. If you've been watching TV the past couple of months, it was also featured on the Golden Bachelor. They did film some scenes here. And what's neat about this property too is that activities for all the guests. So they have general manager's cocktail party. They have a Caribbean barbecue party, which is weekly. They even host garden tours every Tuesday. You do a cooking demo with the chef. They have a movie night right under the stars, or do a rum tasting at the Rum Shack here at Galley Bay. Moving over to their sister property, and this is Hammock Cove. So really is 5-star uninterrupted luxury accommodation. Much more smaller and boutique. So you have 41 spacious rooms. They start at 1,080 square feet, and that's massive. That's actually bigger than a lot of condos you'll see in the cities. So they have their signature villa, which offers their larger deck, oversized plunge pools. You get an indoor wet bar, as well as a lot of space with their indoor and outdoor areas. If guests want to really enhance their stay, I'd recommend looking at their Chairman's Scotch and Cognac Club. They have the Sir Rob Cigar Social. They have an excursion to visit the Art Tunnel, which is at the Hammock Cove. They have their island excursions, which you can purchase, of course, through their local DMCs. They have private dining at the Pink Gazebo, wine tasting. They have a great spa. So many things you could do at such a unique and small property, but you can really fit all of that within your week stay. And then we're going to move over to our larger properties, and I'd say our more known ones. I mentioned the Royal Tin Chic, with this property offering a wide variety of accommodation and experiences. So 235 rooms. And what the Royalton they call it is their dining experience known as dining-tainment. So they have their chic angels, and it includes um, services which really does have combined the luxury accommodation, the entertainment aspect, and if you want to get that overwater suite, they call it the Chairman Overwater Suite. So they got their deep sober tubs, in-room dining, you get your butler service, you get that glass floor where you can view the marine life of Dickinson Bay. They have parties available. And what I love about this location is that you're not too far from the airport, you're not too far from St. John's, and it's a fun property too here at the Royalton Chic. Don't forget the Royalton Antigua does have the overwater bungalows, but that property is more focused on all ages or even families. And then last but not least, of course, I'd say one of the most romantic hotels here in Antigua, which is Sandals Grand Antigua. And you get the two worlds in one resort, 373 Caribbean and Mediterranean inspired villas and cottages. You got your 11 specialty restaurants, fully all-inclusive. You got top shelf branded alcohol. You got your 7 bars. And what I love about too here at the Sandals Grand Antigua, that you can do scuba diving with their certified diving instructors, snorkeling, hobby cats. You're also located on Dickinson Bay. And what they also do have with Sandals Grand Antigua, so looking onto the next slide, is you can work with their local DMC. So of course, there's Island Routes, which does provide their excursions through Antigua and Barbuda. Red Lane Spa, which is a must. Their popular Red Lane Spa that they have here. And I think a lot of people do this. The last time I was here in Antigua is a romantic candlelight dinner. And they do a beautiful job here for couples looking just for that romance or even for a proposal. So that's definitely a must too when you're visiting Sandals Grand Antigua. So now that we talk about the hotels, we're going to talk about coming over into Antigua and Barbuda. So one thing that we've launched recently is our self-guided FAMs. And we'll have Matara talk about this promotion that we do have right now for the summer.
Hi there again. So we are so excited to tell you about our self-guided farms that we just launched, and these will be taking place over the summer in the months of July and August. This initiative is based for our Canada-based travel advisors only. The date of travel will be between July and August. And the advisors, as the advisor, you'll be responsible for your flights and accommodations. What we will cover as the tourism board is an excursion as well as your transfers for any hotel site inspections that you wish to take advantage of in the destination. So Gavin will now tell you about our Antigua and Barbuda Specialist Program.
All right. Thanks for the updates, Matara. And just to share what we have with our program here. So if you look on the screen, we will share the links via our follow-up email. But just to remind everybody, if you're not a certified Antigua and Barbuda travel agent, there are 8 modules online, and it does include video presentations available in both English and French. With that, you'll be able to become a certified travel agent, and being part of that special club, you do get a lot of benefits, especially in hearing about what we have to offer for our travel agents across Canada, specifically with FAMs, that are being hosted, and so much more. Additionally, to what we've done is we want to streamline for you to register your bookings, because we have made it easier for you to do that with the registering of the bookings. If you scan that QR code, otherwise we'll be able to send you the links afterwards. Over here, you'll be able to track all your bookings that you do have with us, and it will help you in earning any type of benefits we have, especially for incentives as well as for our FAM trips as well. And then last but not least, I recommend checking out our Paper Plane newsletter, and that's where you get the latest news. So if you want to get our monthly newsletter, it is going to be sent out in both English and French. You get the latest updates from Antigua and Barbuda, from us, from the sales team, and even any events that we're hosting across Canada. So we always want to reach out to everybody. We know how big Canada is. We want to share what we have and really, bring the enthusiasm that a lot of you have, especially here online, in person, if you want to learn more about us. And we have a lot of events coming up throughout the year. And on to the next slide, you're going to see we have an event coming up in our Toronto office. So we recently hosted Lunch and Learns in Calgary not too long ago. We've had it in Halifax. We also did it in Burlington. However, we are doing it across Canada. But we want to invite you to our home here in Toronto or North York. So if you're in the area, we are hosting a Lunch and Learn next week with one of our partners, which is Sandals. We'll be having 2 sessions between 11 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then 1 p.m. to 2 p.m. So if this works for you, if you're in the area, feel free to register. You can scan on that QR code. Keep in mind, space is limited because you're at our office, but we'd love to have you here and see you in person and share what we have new between both Antigua, Barbuda, and Sandals. However, we'll be doing some more too across Canada, so stay tuned. But we want to bring you to our home here in our office. So keep an eye out for that for more news. And then lastly, let's finish up the presentation with our contact information. So we appreciate everybody's support. And if you want to take a look at our contact information, so we have Matara's here, her email address, and then you'll have my email address as the business development manager. However, if you are located in Quebec, you can also meet our newest additions to the team, both Sylvie and Danielle. We have our team based in Montreal. We're going to assist you as well. And please don't forget to follow us on social media, so Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram.
Thanks, Gavin. So that brings us to the end of our presentation to you today. Thanks as always for your support. Thanks for joining us today. We hope we were able to give you some valued information. And remember that we're always here to support you. And thanks for your support as well and for keeping Antigua and Barbuda top of mind. Over to you, Kelly. Thank you.
No worries. Thank you, Gavin, and thank you, Matara. And wow, you guys have some exciting things going on. And I'm sure everyone is going to be waiting for the email, the follow-up email. So what we'll do is we'll I think our goal is for Friday, so we'll send that all over to you. Yeah, we can get you guys sorted out here. I'm just actually going to hit enter on 2 things. So we do have a couple of questions, and if you do have any questions, if you could please, if Facebook, you guys can throw it in the comment area. If you haven't put your email address, Facebook agents, please put it there. I know a lot of you have already, so thank you. Same with YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Yes, and Zoom, you don't have to do a thing except for type your questions in the Q&A. Okay, so the first question I have is, or actually it's more of a comment, a suggestion. Maybe it's like, you got to say it. If you don't say it, nobody knows, right? Leanne is just saying, it would be really nice to have a split stay vacation. Do you know of any packages with tour operators, Canadian tour operators that do something like that?
Yeah, I can answer that question. So split stay vacations between both Antigua and Barbuda, or even between different hotels, typically you're going to find that as an FIT. So I mean, a lot of times we have agents who are planning them themselves between different properties. Otherwise, most of the tour operators you offer it just based on one hotel. But if you could do it as an FIT, a split between hotels, that's probably the easiest way to do it.
And maybe with travel brands, maybe?
And travel brands is another option too. You can do that as well. And I think
Yeah.
when you look at their options between their air as well as their hotel portion, that's what you could do too. But if you're looking at Barbuda specifically, because the hotels in Barbuda are typically smaller, they're cottages. They're all based on direct bookings. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
They're booked direct because the largest hotel, for example, in Barbuda would be the Barbuda Bell, and that's about like 8 cottages. So you have to
Oh,
book that
wow.
directly.
Okay. Wow. Yeah, it's a great idea. It's such a like magical place. Okay, so next question. Which properties have pickleball courts and looking for 4 or more? So I guess 4 or more pickleball courts. Any thoughts? Anything come to mind or?
Yes, so very popular sport in
Mm,
destination. So mostly the elite properties do do have the pickleball courts. So veranda, pineapple. Yes, if you just go on the websites for the exact numbers, but
yeah.
ample courts. Yes, yes.
Yeah, they've been promoting that for quite
Hmm.
some time, haven't
Yes.
they? So yeah, elite, that's perfect. Great. Um, okay, so the next question is, which parts of Antigua truly deliver fully accessibility beyond just adapted rooms? And that there's a dedicated contact or tourism coordinator that I could work with to arrange details for my clients in advance. Anything come to mind? I'm not sure if
Thanks for that question. So, yes, it is a work in progress. I will be totally honest, but feel free to reach out to us on the exact needs of your clients. There are
okay.
properties on destination that do have accessible rooms. So it would be a case by case basis. So I would suggest you reaching out to us directly for
Okay.
some more detailed info. Thank you. Mhm.
Perfect. That's great. Okay, so we'll make sure, I'll just do it in a second. I'll actually maybe Matara and Gavin, if you guys could type your email, throw it into the chat box, that would be awesome. I don't want to, I have like all my screens going here and I don't want to blow anything up, or I would do it for you. And just throw it there. I know it's right in front of, it's on the screen as well, of course, but there's nothing like making something super easy for our fabulous spoiled agents. That's great. And as promised, they have some great things going on. With some great things going on with the fam this summer, the do-it-yourself fam. That's exciting. I love that. Um, and let's just see here. Sabrina's calling me on the other line here. She should know I'm busy for the webinar. Um, so that's exciting. So we'll send all of that information afterwards. And I'm also excited to see your French based BDMs. That's exciting. I was just taking some pictures and you're doing a French newsletter and everything. So it's really great to see your team expanding. Good. All right. So listen, I think that's all of the questions that we have right now, unless something was just recently added. Nope, we're good there. I was wondering if you guys don't mind if I just quickly take over the screen, and I just wanted to talk about super fast about our our points for action. That's what we have going on right now. So I think what I'm gonna do, Matara, is I'm gonna stop sharing your screen if you're cool with that. I'm gonna do that right now. There you go. Perfect. And I'm just going to pull up your page and we're going to take a look. So we're doing something fun. It's the first time we've ever done this. It is called Points for Action. And I'm just going to pull it up. Everything is taking place on the Antigua Barbuda dedicated page in Spoiled Agents. I'm just going to share real quick. And it's pretty fun because you can learn a little and do some fun things and promote Antigua at the same time. So just log into spoiledagent.com, and then if you can go directly to the Antigua Barbuda page in Spoiled Agent. So pretty much you just go to the home page. You can click on their logo, or you can go down here to tourist boards, and then you can click on the Antigua logo under tourist boards, and then you just kind of come directly to their page. So this is where it starts. So here are all the details. So what it is you have to complete actions for a chance, and then you earn points per action. It's been running for a couple of weeks, but there's still lots of time to participate. So they're giving away the $500 fan credit, which covers the cost of the actual fam trip, but we just don't actually, we're doing it this way because we don't know which fam that you will be going on, or that one of our winners, our grand prize winner, will be going on. And that covers the flights and all the online on island experiences. Plus, maybe you can't go on a fam this year. There is another prize, random draw prize for a $200 gift card. And then, of course, if you guys love the social, you're sharing, you got a great following, or even if you don't have a great following, you have all your friends and family, there's a social butterfly promotion going on as well if you share content in your Facebook. I'm just going to actually quickly I'm just going to log in and show you. So what you have to do first is you have to log in. Remember the email that you logged in with, because that's the email that's going to keep track of all your points. Okay. So once you log in, it just explains right here. There's a series of actions that you can complete. So the more you do, the more points you're going to earn. So I actually have to change one of them because one of them was sign up for today's webinar. So obviously it's happening right now. So we're going to update that one. But so right now I have 0 points. But if you click here, so this one's like law. If you made a booking that's traveling between July 31st and August 31st, you can click here and you just have to log the booking in your account. And then here's any kind of Antigua Barbuda booking if you logged that. I love this one. This is my favorite. Book a double chat. So this is a great way, maybe if you're thinking about doing a group, or perhaps this is a great way for the advisor that was looking for some information to dig in a little bit more about the properties with full accessibility. Maybe you should come here and book a double chat. So you can book that with your BDM. You can be a specialist. You can share some posts, register for the paper plane, all of these fabulous things. So if you do it through here, you earn points for every action. Okay, so that's all it is. And once you're like, okay, I've done everything. I'm not going to have time to do anymore. Or I've done all of them. Once you've done all of your points, then you just have to go to the bottom and click on next step. And then it'll automatically give you your full tally of points. And then you're entered into the contest. Okay. So again, we will send you more information on this. I'll send it the follow-up email. And I think Matar is actually going to meet me online at here we're going to stop sharing. Going to meet me online at 10 o'clock tomorrow, and we're going to talk about it in the Facebook group as well. Give it some love. Great. I don't know about the view. Oh, they're there. Okay. I'm like, oh, they're gone. There's Gavin. I thought it was all by myself.
Thank
So
you.
hopefully, yeah, no worries. So hopefully if you haven't engaged yet, please do. We would love your support. And yeah, you have 2 more weeks. So if you're busy this week, don't worry about it. You still have lots of time. Okay. Great. And then I also put the link in the chat in the comment area in Facebook and also in the Zoom group. Good. All right.
Perfect. Thank you
So,
so much.
oh, thank you guys. Really appreciate it. So if you
Thank
do have any
you.
questions, please feel free to reach out to Gavin and Matara. And of course, everyone become a specialist and yeah, and have a lovely day. Would you guys
Thanks
like
again,
to
everyone. Have a great day.
We appreciate it.
Yes.
And we'll see you this summer
okay.
at
Where
our
are we going? Are
FAMs,
we going
right?
to be in
Come.
Antigua?
You're
Let's
in the Southern
go.
Guide of FAMs, or everyone is invited to check out what works for you. We'd love to host you down there.
I don't know. I say we have like a little beach party like behind Batar right there on that beach. What do you guys say?
Mm.
Yeah, let's spend the day together on that beach. All right, sounds good. Okay, so we'll call the lucky winner on Friday and we'll send that follow-up email with all those links that you guys I know are all going to want to have. All
All
right.
right.
Thanks, everybody.